If your Minecraft world had the perfect location for a castle, a cozy cabin, or even a secret village, here are 25 seeds that will inspire you to build in Minecraft 1.18. Seed 25 spawns you right on the edge of the most impressive cliffs I've ever seen. Topped with a forest and max height mountains, these cliffs make for some incredible scenery. This would be the perfect location for the ultimate cliff face base. These cliffs stretch so far that you could even build yourself an entire cliff city. Above the cliffs, you can find beautiful valleys and stunning mountain ranges. The possibilities are endless with this seed. Seed 24 spawns you on some amazing Stony Peaks mountains. There's a central Stony Peak mountain surrounded by more Stony Peaks that act as a natural protective wall all the way around. It's like a mountain inside of a mountain. Build a castle on the middle section and set up some watchtowers on the outer ring. I'd love to see what you end up building here. Seed 23 has an island surrounded by a deep river valley, beautiful meadows, and waterfall mountains. I imagine someone building a house here in the middle with several bridges allowing the player to cross the river and reach their home safely. You definitely wouldn't want to end up down here. It'd be such a pain to get back up. What do you imagine building here? Seed 22 has one of the longest mountain valleys I've ever found. I love how this area looks with the jagged peaks closing the valley off in the distance. The valley opening begins here by a jungle coast. Head past the jungle temple and it will take you over 400 blocks until you reach the end. Build all the way through this valley and then build yourself a home at the end where you can look down over your kingdom. Seed 21 has possibly the best building location I've ever found. Check out this huge dome with a lake entirely surrounded by a Meadow Hills wall. This is one of the largest enclosed areas I've ever seen in Minecraft. Build yourself a settlement hidden from the rest of the world, or maybe even a tower in the middle with bridges that reach the meadows. Let me know in the comments what you're going to build in this unique landscape. How far would you travel for the perfect Minecraft landscape? Seed 20 has the most amazing jungle mountain that almost looks like it was custom made. Imagine building your base down here with views of both the ocean and jungle slopes. Check out the bamboo cliffs where you can find a jaw-dropping exposed lush cave. The combination of these two features make this a location with so many possibilities. Seed 19 has the perfect location for a peaceful lakeside fishing shack. I'd never get bored of fishing here. The mountain views around this lake are incredible. I'd recommend building right here for optimal views of the mountains, forest, and surrounding ocean. What's the luckiest item you've ever fished up in Minecraft? Seed 18 has a deep mountain dome with half frozen peaks, half stony peaks. You'll feel pretty safe and secure living down here. The mountain is surrounded by all 6 wood types. Collect all the wood you could ever need and bring your resources back to the dome to construct your build. I think it would look really cool if someone could build a really tall tower in the middle that's able to see over the top of the mountains. Seed 17 has a beautiful dark oak forest entirely surrounded by mountains. This would be perfect for a treetop village build, or maybe even a castle on the hill right here. Under the hill, you can find a large dripstone cave. Perhaps somewhere for your castle's secret dungeons. What would you build in this location? Seed 16 has a magical snowy mountain that would be perfect for building an ice palace. I love how the ice spikes and frozen peaks lead you to the top of the mountain. They're like a natural path and staircase that leads to whatever you decide to build at the top. Ice spike valleys like this are one of my favorite additions to Minecraft in recent times. Seed 15 has another beautiful mountain crater with colourful meadow and extremely tall jagged peaks. A complementing combination of both peaceful and intimidating terrain. Build down here amongst the flowers at the bottom or in one of the exposed caves on the slopes. I think I'd want to build tunnels through the mountain so I wouldn't have to climb over these peaks every time that I wanted to leave. Seed 14 has the largest biome boundary I've ever come across in Minecraft. On one side, you've got jungle, and on the other side, you've got badlands. A perfect opportunity for building up 2 competing colonies. On which side will your alliances lie? There's loads of exposed lush caves along this long boundary. Maybe the 2 sides could be fighting over who has control of the caves. Seed 13 has the perfect location for a cozy log cabin. Build here in between these 2 tall trees and you'll have an amazing mountain, valley and meadow views. I love the combination of the colours in this location. There's something about this location that just makes me want to chill and play Minecraft all night. Somebody please build a cabin here and show me when you're done. Seed 12 has an absolutely incredible spawn where you begin your adventure on top of these jagged peaks. The peaks surround this huge valley, which would make for another amazing building location. I'd love to build a mountain slope town with a railway system where you can ride all the way around this gigantic dome. Build a town hall right in the middle on this mound. This looks like a great spot to build the entrance to the town with a watchtower on each side. I've shown a lot of mountain locations, but I know some people just prefer some simple plains. I think Seed 11 is a great combination of both. Here you have a beautiful sunflower and flower forest plains with plenty of space for building. You'll have a great backdrop for your builds as these plains are surrounded by waterfall mountains and valleys. Seed 10 has two structures that I think you should connect by building a road. At one end of this spruce valley you can find a village, and at the other end of the valley you can find a woodland mansion. I'd love to see a winding country road with bridges across the river all the way through this valley to allow villagers to travel back and forth to the mansion. Seed 9 has a flower forest surrounded by flower hills. There's literally flowers in every direction that you look in this location. This is one of the prettiest and most colourful building locations you could ever wish for in Minecraft. I'd love to live here. Which Minecraft flower is your favourite? Seed 8 spawns you right next to this exposed lush cave with loads of waterfalls. I'd love to see someone build a lush base down here with some hidden rooms behind the waterfalls. The lush cave is bigger than it seems too. Make your way through the cracks and you'll find plenty of deep cave areas to expand your base. Seed 7 has a plains hill surrounded by a river and loads of different biomes. Build your house on top of the hill and bridges to connect yourself to the nearby jungle and savanna. Being up on this hill gives you some great views over the surrounding terrain. I love when locations are raised up and surrounded by water like this. Seed 6 has one of the most amazing spawns I've ever found. Imagine creating your new Minecraft world, and this is the first view you see. You spawn on this savanna mountain with views down into the valley. It's nice to have such a beautiful building location right at spawn without having to travel. Seed 5 has a great location for a snow-themed build. Check out this area of snow plains surrounded by frozen river and ice spikes. Could be a nice place for a custom snow village. Having a feature like this around your build always makes it seem 10 times better. Close by, there's also this snowy mountain with an exposed cave that looks like an interesting place to build. Here's another amazing meadow crater for you to build in. This one again has a lake in the middle, but this time half of it is a jungle biome. Another location to seclude yourself from the outside world. Over the meadow hills you'll see plenty of flat plains for building too, and over the jungle side it looks like there's a large flat hill that could be a nice spot as well. Seed 3 has one of the most beautiful snowy mountain valleys I've ever seen. The forest combined with the steep wooden slopes and frozen peaks really makes for an incredible landscape to look at. There's plenty of building potential both in the valleys and on top of this max height mountain. There's another valley on the other side and even more amazing mountains. What would you build in these snowy mountains? Seed 2 has a jungle crater with a pillager outpost and exposed lush caves. Could be a great spot for your very own jungle temple, or maybe a jungle treehouse village protected by stony peaks. There's bamboo and streams flowing down the slopes too. Let me know, what is your favourite biome to build in? Seed 1 has a village and an outpost in a beautiful location with more beautiful mountains and rivers close by. There's an exposed cave in the mountain next to the village which could make for a unique base. Around the corner, there's a birch and oak forest with a huge mountain towering over it. Another great building location. Over the top of this gigantic mountain, you'll find another nice location with plains